Welcome to the Introvert Club Podcast. I'm your host, Gil. This podcast is for the people who think too much, feel too much, and do not always have the right words to say. Let's get straight into it. Why do quiet people cut you off? And the truth is, we cut you off for various different reasons. See, me, when I'm cutting you off, you ain't gonna see it coming. And I ain't trying to do that to be sneaky. I'm just saying that if I'm cutting you off, it's for a reason. And the reason isn't because you did one thing. The reason is because you did multiple things and I told you my boundaries and you kept crossing them. And at one point in time, I'm not going to tell you no more. It's just over with. Ain't no more time to talk. I don't know why we're coming to this thing to have a discussion about this. I told you what it was. Now, however you feel about that, that's how you feel about it. But like I said, I'm not just gonna cut you off for one thing. See, the other thing about being an introvert and cutting people off is I rather cut you off than argue with you, fight with you. We ain't going back and forth. I told you what it was. Feel however you feel about that. But me, no, I'm not doing it because you'll spend most of your time arguing, going back and forth. Somebody gonna tell you this, they gonna tell you that. They gonna try to lie to you to keep back in your life. But once you tell them it's over, you gotta stand on your principles. You gotta stand on your morals. You gotta stand on your boundaries, which you gave the person. Hey, bro, I'm not with that. You're doing a lot, and I don't like that. See, for me, being an introvert, I used to hate when my friends put me in bad situations. They either put me in a situation where, hey, you bring me to a party, I don't know nobody, you leave me for 4 hours. Then after the end of the party, I'm sitting in the corner. You be like, dang, you ain't mingle. I'm not a mingler, and you just drop me off. Like, or when you put me in a situation where we sitting down, we vibing, we having a good time, and then you invite other people without even talking to me first. I hate when people do that. I be like, hey, bro, to be honest with you, can you let me know like when you about to do that? Because you don't just soon as we sitting down, we vibing, everything's going well. Hey, yo, yeah, I'm over here with Gil. Yeah. Oh, you want to come over? All right, bet. Let's come over right now. Yeah, yo, you outside? All right, cool. I'm over here looking at you like, bro, we ain't. I didn't know that you was adding accessories. I didn't know you was adding condiments. And look, I don't have no problem if we discuss this. But if we ain't discuss this and you doing all of this, I tell my friend straight up, hey, bro, don't do that no more. Please don't do that no more. I don't like people. Please don't try to invite everybody here. Or let me know beforehand that this is the type of vibe that we got going on. I ain't the spontaneous friend. You got to know what your friends are for. You got to know what your friends embody. I'm the type of friend where, hey, you wanna kick it and just be cool vibe. You wanna do a trip, we can do that. You wanna eat at a nice little restaurant, we can do that. You wanna just sit and do nothing, we can do that. But I'm not really the party friend like that no more. Now I can have a good time and I know how to have fun if you're doing something low key, cool. That's my type of vibe. But we talking about you inviting the whole world and then inviting me. No, I'm not going to that. I'm not doing that one. I'm sorry. I'll come to the next thing when it's a little bit more low key. I'm a low key friend. I'm not a high key friend. I don't do things at the highest of keys. That's just not me. Now, the other thing about cutting people off is I hate to say it like this, but people think if they do something to you, you'll let it slide. And if it's something small, I might let it slide. But when the small thing gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, I'm not letting it slide no more. It ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. Snip, 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 snip. I told you, I'm Edward Scissorhands with the scissors, man. I'm snipping off friends, and it ain't gonna make me feel too bad losing a friend because I done lost friends that meant way more than you. And I don't want to talk about that feeling, that pain of losing a friend that you was friends with forever. I done lost friends like that. Well, hey, I was with you for 10 plus years and now we ain't friends no more. Nobody wants to talk about that type of pain. That's a real pain when you lose one of your best closest friends. When you only had two friends and you lost that one friend. That's a whole different type of pain. So now when I get new friends, I can lose new friends. I can cut new friends off my piece because I went through that. That's a whole different struggle. Nobody talks about that real pain. The friendship that you had when you was a child. I had one or two friends like that. And when I lost them and we stopped talking because we grew apart, that's a pain that people don't talk about, the friendships that grow apart. We just ain't in the same mind frame no more. We ain't on the same vibe no more. Or hey, I done lost some friends to jail. I done lost some friends to death. I done lost some friends to just life. When you lose friends like that, when you gain new friends, it's quick. You can cut them off quick. It don't take too much. Hey, I told you what it was. Now my boundaries are strict. Hey, this is what I respect. I hope you respect me. And I hate to say it, 9 times out of 10, the new genuine friends you have respect your boundaries way more than your old friends because they think that they can get over because they knew you long enough. Bro, I knew you from this amount of time. You gonna really do this to me? Yes. See, I got a strict program. I don't move like everybody else. I'm very particular about the things that I do and the people that I'm around and the places I go to. So yes, I am okay to cut friends off. And the sad part about cutting friends off, it be like this. When you cut them off, I don't even be mad. I just be done. See, that's the thing. People think that you just got to be mad and furious and it got to be a big thing. Nah, just be done, bro. I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to go back and forth no more. It's just I'm okay. I'm cool. We can grow apart. I don't have to dirty your name. I might not say anything about you. I'm that type of person like that. Hey, when somebody asks you about you, I'm like, yo, they was solid. What happened? Things just ain't go right. We just grew apart. I'm one of those type of people. Whether it was good or bad or indifferent, I give fair game to everybody because I believe in respect. If I once respected you and you crossed the line with me, then that's it. I don't have to dirty your name. I don't have to disrespect you behind your back. If I couldn't say it to your face, I'm not saying it behind your back. I'm one of those type of people. That's why I always try to tell people, hey, I'm probably gonna be one of the realest friends you gonna have. Cause even if it don't work out, I'm still gonna treat you with respect, and I ain't gonna never murder. My fault. I'm tongue twisted. I told you I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I ain't gonna never muddy your name. Simple as that. That's the type of person I am. Now, somebody hit me up in the comments and said, "Hey, bro, I love the Introvert Club podcast. I really appreciate what you're doing for us, but I think you need to give more facts and stop talk. You need to talk less about your life." I'm gonna tell you this. I made this podcast to vent, and I also made it for the people that can relate to my struggle. Whether you an introvert, whether you a quiet person, or you just don't want to talk to nobody. So better bet I'm gonna do my podcast how I want to do it. Take that however you want to take it. It's no hard feelings. But if you looking for somebody to give you all of the information about every single introvert and tell you detail to detail, then you have to go to another podcast. If you're looking for a podcast that's not about any entertainment whatsoever, you have to go to another podcast. I'm speaking from my soul a lot of time. This ain't me writing no book. This ain't me trying to teach a lesson. I'm speaking from my heart. Now you can critique, hey, this is what I would like you to add. This is some extra things I think you should talk about. Cool. But if you looking for an informational podcast, this ain't that. I'm telling you my perspective and we having fun in this thing, y'all. Like I said, get y'all popcorns, get y'all slushies, and welcome to the show. Let's go to the next topic on the board. Who remember when life felt longer? When the days felt longer? I remember when we was young, it felt like the days lasted like weeks. I remember when the summer felt like it was a whole nother year. I couldn't wait till summer. Ooh, I couldn't wait till summer. And now that I'm grown and maybe the time is moving faster or something like that, it feel like, yo, right now it's Sunday, but it just felt like Friday. And now I got to go to work tomorrow. And y'all know how I feel about work. I hate work. I'm going to work there. I ain't going to pout. I ain't going to drag my feet. But y'all know I don't like the coworkers. I don't like the job. But it's cool. I ain't going to complain too much. Fine. But it just felt like it was Friday. And now it's already Sunday and I got to get ready for Monday. I don't know why life is like that. You get it feels like you really get one day outside of your job. Because Friday you working, but the Friday night you feel good, like, oh, cool, because I got Saturday. Saturday you feel perfect, and then Sunday comes and you like, dang, I already got to get ready for Monday. I don't know if that's a grown thing, but when I was young, the weekends felt forever. The summer felt like it was forever. Oh man, I missed them times. Next topic on the board. This is a good one, man. I don't know about y'all, but why did our grandparents, which specifically me, it was my grandma always put everything in a cookie jar. And look, I'm not talking about them see-through cookie jars. I'm talking about them tin cookie jars that had them the sugar cookies on the side, and it be like certain seasons. My grandma put knitting utensils in there. She'll put a spaghetti in there. Look, I don't know why they put all type of things. Look, everybody use different things for spaghetti. I didn't seen them put spaghetti in a butter can, spaghetti in a whipped cream can. I don't know what's going on, but old people always got jars for different things that don't be the thing that's in the jar. Why does it say cookie? I open it up and it's a sugar thing. You didn't put sugar in here, grandma. Make it make sense. All right, next topic on the board. Next topic on the board. What happened to the great sitcoms? To be honest with you, I feel like all the sitcoms that we had growing up, whether it was Martin, uh, I don't know if y'all know about Friends, but Friends was top tier. I don't know if y'all know about there was just so many great ones. We talk about Fresh Prince. We could talk about let's go to some oldie. I don't know if we could talk about Cosby because you know how they feel about that. But I remember when we used to have great sitcoms, Living Single, Fire. Like I heard it got a reboot. I don't know if how I'm gonna feel about it because I like the OG better. But bruh, great sitcoms with great writers to make you feel like you really related to the characters. And when they had the little laughing sound, you would actually be laughing. Like you'd be like, oh, that was they killed that one. I can't wait to the next episode. Like whatever happened to the great sitcoms? Now I feel like they reviving sitcoms, but it don't feel the same. Maybe times changed. Maybe the kids changed. Maybe we've changed. Maybe the stuff that used to be funny wasn't funny now. But to be honest, I was watching reruns of Martin the other day, and it's still funny. I ain't gonna lie, it was still funny. Just like the first day I seen it. Man, I missed that. Oh my God, I missed that. But let's go to the next topic on the board. Nothing humbles you like a childhood picture. You ever go back to your old photos, your old high school photos, your elementary photos, if y'all still got the photo book and stuff like that? My mom keep all of that stuff. When I go look at little me and I see how far I come, there's some pictures I can't even show nobody. Look, I had the ugly duckling syndrome. I was an ugly duckling. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't know if y'all feel like that in the comments, but I'm gonna tell you straight up. Hey, I was an ugly duckling growing up. I tried my best to grow a beard. I couldn't grow no beard. I had a big fro and I had buck teeth. I had to grow into my face. Some part I still don't feel like I grow into my face. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. But bro, when you look at them old pictures, they done messed up my hairline. I got basketball photos. Hey, I'm swimming through the jersey. The jersey too big. My little leg. I was skinny, but I had a fat stomach at one point in time, so I looked like I was pregnant. And see, the photos just ain't do us justice. I feel like they done brought us. Look, my mom, she used to put a whole tub of Vaseline on my face before I went to school. So when they had the photos come out, I'm out here looking like the sun. I'm shiny. Like I look like I'm half crispy a little bit. I don't know, bro. Them old photos really be humbling you. And I know a lot of y'all when y'all was growing up, y'all, especially the women, y'all had them barrette photos. Yeah, I done seen the different barrettes that y'all had going on. Hey, I done seen your little high school photo where you had the men where you had the button up with the tux on. You was a little bit too serious. A lot of y'all had finger waves. We ain't gonna speak on that. A lot of y'all had jerry curls. The OGs, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. The jerry curl was still wet. We ain't gonna speak on that. A lot of us, hey, I had the skin fade. I'm talking about you can see my brain through my hair. And it just had a line. And the line was crooked a little bit. Shout out to my barber. He really messed me up. Hey, if I catch him, we gonna have to shoot that one. Anyways, besides the point, man, let's go to the last topic, man. Why was grandma house so hot? If you had an OG in your family, whether it was your grandma, your grandparents, or somebody older in your house, I don't know why when you was in their house, it felt like they didn't have no AC. Maybe they couldn't afford it. Or maybe they just liked it hot because they was going through different, situations. Shout out to the OGs. I'm just saying that grandma's house was so hot. I remember I used to wake up and rub a rag on my face. My grandma lived in Florida. It was hot down there, and especially in the summers. I remember I woke up, I was drenched in sweat. And grandma said, "You be all right." And then you smell some cooking. Shout out to her. She was a real one. And she was a gangster. But I don't know why it was so hot. And I think since I grew up in very high houses now, when I come home, I want to turn the AC up, but then I got to pay for that bill, and I realize I shouldn't be turning that AC up. But just like that, y'all, this is the Introvert Club Podcast. This is for the people who think too much, feel too much, and do not always have the right words to say. Last notes before we end the podcast, y'all. If you have some notes on me to do the podcast, hey, write letters to yourself. Don't write it to me. Hey, but I do take criticism well, man. I appreciate all of y'all for watching. Hey, like it, sub, press that hype button. Hey, and if you don't like the podcast, you know what to do. I don't care.